because I've been traveling so much and I really miss being at home. And this has been a rough week for me to be away from home because the kids have started new activities.
Yeah.
And they seem to really be doing well with those activities. And I don't get to be there to see it. And it's a little bit of like, it pulls on my heartstrings quite a lot.
Yeah. I think, for any family who has a parent in particular that, leaves for long periods of time and your children are still relatively young, it must be difficult because they do hit these milestones so quickly. I think it feels like it takes forever, but they really do hit these milestones so quickly where all of a sudden they're, brushing their own teeth or in their own room, or our son is doing his own laundry now. I taught him, he's been asking for a couple of weeks, so I taught him how to do it. And now he just does it on his own. He runs out of socks. He washes his own clothes.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. Our daughter can
wow.
buckle and unbuckle herself in and out of the car seat now. I mean, this is, new stuff, but suddenly there it is. And they're that much more independent of you, right?
Yeah. And I know that we're supposed to celebrate that. And I'm sure that at some day we will celebrate that. But
I'm celebrating the laundry right now.
I still remember spoon feeding peas to our son.
Oh, yeah.
And I still remember, holding bottles for our baby girl. Mm-hmm. And now they're decorating their own rooms and playing the guitar and dancing and painting and buckling herself in and out of the back seat of the car. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to blink and all of a sudden I'm going to be walking her down the aisle.
Oh, my gosh. And what's funny is, I think the other thing that happens when one parent is gone for an extended period of time and these things happen is that, if you're lucky, and I've had to work on this with you, is if you're lucky, you are told a narrative that is really positive, right? So what you get is the storyline of the milestones, right? The storyline of, our kids are doing this now and our kids are doing this now. What you get filtered out are all of the other facts that are actually happening. You get to hear the milestone of they're doing this now, but you missed all the, the weeks of trying to get that done, which I think is, I think it's good because I think when the parent is away, it's good for them to be hearing the positive narrative about what's happening back home, right? Because, I think we've talked about this before. If you're gone, there's nothing you can do. So the parent at home is a responsible one. The parent away, you don't want to burden them with what they can't do anything about, right? Because they have to compartmentalize. They are probably away working, and they have to compartmentalize what they're doing with their brain space. So the narrative you want to feed them is the positive narrative, right?
If you like this short clip, make sure you click here to see the next clip or here to see the full podcast episode.
Freedom! So fresh, so new.